on, everybody? Novazite. Welcome, welcome, dude. Love it when you catch the stream as well, man. Glad to have you all here. Let me see. Should be live everywhere and good. Turn that light down a little bit. Blinding me. I have to adjust some of this brightness on some things. What in the world's going on? Being blinded by these lights. Much better. Okay. Whoa, not right. Better. Little bit better. What's going on, Rooney? Too narrow. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jay Wielden. How you guys doing? We're going to jump in here and do a little bit of Chimera stuff. Run my key. And then we'll jump into some accounts. What's going on, Oxide? Fuse, welcome, welcome. Can you tell us if and when the embargo for new stuff ends today? It ends... Let's see. Yeah, I can tell you. I can tell you. New stuff embargo. What is this? A new announcement? Oh, a content creator video thing, which unfortunately I did not make a video for. I did videos for different stuff. I didn't want to do more Crockad stuff. Let's see. Where is... I think the embargo's for like 10 o'clock. Yeah. So 26 minutes actually. Let me, I'm not showing anything on the screen right now. Let me go ahead and just open this confidential information up to get ready to leak it. No, share it. Share it. Get ready to share it with you guys. Okay, so do that. Get rid of that. Let's see something. All right, it'll be ready. Remind me in 26 minutes or so. Yes, the account winner did reach out and did accept it. I did hand it over yesterday, so the account is given away. I'll make sure to post that in Discord real quick so everybody knows. The account winner did claim so no redraws. All right, here we go. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Get some music on as well. Attack. No. Flat attack. Upgrade to 8. Maybe it goes double roll speed. You wonder what the fusion is? We don't have any. The announcement is not related to the fusion. Yeah, I know a lot of people were wishing he wouldn't. The fusion is not going to be announced. I don't even know what that is yet. The announcement, to be honest, is not super exciting. That's the spoiler I'll give everybody. Like, if you miss this announcement, you're not gonna be that upset. Just looking for a roll into speed. I have no silver anyway, so. Oh man. Tired of streaming to 0? Let's change that. Only at... I don't think I'm streaming to 0. Got a few people in here. Kick already has bots as well. That's crazy. Accuracy 4. Boom. Okay. Get rid of it. I gotta get this thing off the side of my screen. Accuracy. Maybe get a quad roll in accuracy. Heal my count. I mean, sure. At this stream, I could probably take a quick look at it. Maybe if you win the free giveaway here, we do in a little while. If not, I do a takeover services, so you can always sign up for one of those. They're paid, but you're welcome to do that as well. I can go more in depth on the paid ones, of course. Let's just claim those. I don't feel like cleansing this just yet. Crazy, crazy, crazy damage. Dang, we're actually relatively close to them. They missed a few of their keys. Didn't they? Yeah, they have missed. 3 people missed. We maybe could have taken first here, actually. Maybe could have taken first there. The embargo ends in 20 minutes. Yes, sir. Basically, Fusion will be everyone is going to know at the same time. We'll probably know a little bit sooner, content creators, but actually, no. To be honest, yeah, probably everybody at the same time, except for some special content creators who get access to stuff a little bit more in advance for some reason. They'll know before we know. Chimera. I am looking forward to free gear removal. Let's pretend that I had stuff to actually swap this gear. 3 artifacts and accessories from clearing dungeons. The heck is this? Oh, I think it was all force affinity for a forge pass thing. Why are they waiting for announcement though? I have no clue. Actually, I do know why. It's because the collab event that they're doing, they're bound by specific contractual obligations where they cannot tell us what's going on, even if we've already been told kind of what's going on. They're not allowed to say anything until the contract says they're allowed to. So while yes, most people know what's gonna be the champions involved and the turtles that may be or not may be involved, while most people know that, they're not able to officially confirm anything. Upcoming event. Nah, I don't think it's related to that, but maybe a little bit. We'll go over all of it once it actually happens, which not too much longer. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of an event stuff, a little bit. I guess you could call it that. We'll see today, maybe tomorrow, for the fusion. Yeah, probably not today. Probably tomorrow. What is today? Wednesday? Yeah, probably tomorrow. You had 2 mythical books from collecting your Hydra Clash. Dang, dude. That's crazy, man. Congrats. Turbos. What's going on, dude? Free gear removal tomorrow. Yes. No more of this forever. That seems like a very crazy thing that they just would have kind of like... I didn't even know that was in the considerations. Free gear removal forever. Which makes me wonder what they're going to do with like... I don't know. I'm interested in knowing how silver is going to change, because a big hit to the silver was removal, and people who can just move stuff all around now, well, you can upgrade stuff pretty easily, which is awesome. Are they going to add something else that requires silver? I don't know. What the heck's going on with my green screen here? Either way, I think free gear removal is awesome. It's just surprising that they did it in such kind of short notice in a way and didn't hype it up more. Maybe the RNG on upgrades would be worse. Yeah, maybe. Maybe nothing changes. That'd be awesome if nothing changed. It does still cost a lot to upgrade stuff, but I mean, the removal was crazy. especially with how much you had to move stuff around for Chimera and Hydra, and if you do Clan Siege the way you should be, moving stuff around for that, it became a lot to move just always. Purchase an item in the market. Let's go ahead and purchase this Word Bearer. Increase champions level. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and win campaign battle 7 times. You think they didn't want to give gear removal because it's a slippery slope? Yeah, I think I mean, I don't know. Is it? Because I feel like when they implemented, once they added the gear removal tokens, they basically gave us free gear removal all the time if you planned it out correctly. But it was like even more work to do that. Oh, if they do something right, we'll expect them to do more. Yeah, that might be a slippery slope. Fix your game. Either way, it's awesome. I'm excited for it. Silver will still be very difficult to get. And it will make, however, account takeovers that I do much easier to actually gear champions, because there's plenty of times where I'm just trying to gear champs and I can't move pieces because the person has no silver. That will become a lot easier, which is awesome. Of course, faction wars and everything like that as well. I may start my Chimera after the news goes live and kind of just do my dailies right now. I should have dropped my defense and everything this week. I didn't. I feel like actually seeing big changes in quality of life. Yeah, I think I definitely agree. We got the Hydra quick battles. We got Minotaur super raids. We got definitely some more stuff, right? I mean, free gear removal being a huge one. Siege about to get crazy. Is it though? Maybe. I don't know how many players actually move their stuff all the time. Because yeah, Cavern, so I haven't recorded anything for the Siege yet. I'm gonna record it after after I finish streaming, but I had messaged Drock to see if he wanted to do something together, so I was waiting on recording anything, which next time I'm not gonna wait because it's not a good idea. But I wasn't able to message him on Discord because he has like the Discord friend stuff blocked. I wasn't able to send him a message, so wasn't able to get in contact with him. I'm sure he's busy anyway, so we're not able to do a video with him. I was gonna do one with him. It'd be cool. Maybe next time we can do something together, or whatever CC we're against in any clan siege. But I'll be recording from this point on, basically, so the last more or less several hours, which will be fine. But this one is definitely very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Right now, for anybody wondering, the scores are 400 to 400. I'm not really sure how we would even do a dual collab on this anyways. Maybe just record our own fights and then send it to each other. That could be cool to like watch in their video and review. Be pretty neat, I think. The new owners are actual mobile game developers, not a gambling company. That is very true. It is a huge deal, isn't it? I was about to fight Chimera. No, I wasn't. Oh wait, did I go in there and then back out? Hey, I get distracted easily, Wings. Now the thing, I was about to do it, but then I backed out because I think I was having to switch some gear around. That's what happened. I went into Chimera, but I had to switch some gear around, and I had no silver to switch the gear around. So then I had to go do my dailies to get the free gear removal to switch the gear around. And now I'm looking at the time, and it's like 15 minutes until I can talk about the embargo, and my Chimera run's not going to be done in 15 minutes. So now I'm just going to do all my dailies so that we can read the embargo, not be worried about Chimera in the background, and then I can jump in and do Chimera. It's on autopilot, yeah. Is it as cool as Scratch Clan facing tier 1 though? No, it's not as cool as that. That's pretty cool. Who's my most underrated champion? I think Noble gets more hate than what he deserves. I think Noble's not that bad of a control champion. Yeah, you gotta do your dailies. Gotta do them, man. Gotta do them. With this. What do we got for faction wars today? Sylvan Watchers and Lizards. All right. Nah, I wouldn't want to pull a Noble. No, I wouldn't want to pull a Noble. I don't want more of them. I already have him. But if you look at his ratings, they're really, really bad. But if you use him, he's not horrible. He does have a lot of turn meter stealing, a lot of fear, a lot of resets of his skills, turn meter reduction. He does do pretty good for wave control. Are there champions way better than him? For sure. I don't think he's that bad. Who is GOAT? Who's the GOAT champion? I don't think there's any one champion that's the best for the whole game. If it is, it'd be Marius, probably. If there's any like just top of the line champion, would be Marius. He's free, used PvP, PvE everywhere, and really good as well. I'd say he's pretty high up there. Yeah, but people still hate him. I think he did get a buff, but people still don't like him. Buff or no buff? Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Oh my gosh. Maybe good. I don't know. We think about the Rooster for early demon. Oh, your roster. Haikatoon, Venomage, Trembor, Anchorite, and Mausoleum Mage. Because block debuff block is good. And it was a one good mess at the speed tune. Do you have a good speed tune with that team? I feel like that team's not going to get very far anyways, even with a decent speed tune. I feel like you just need some more better champions. Haikatoon, Venomage, Trembor. I do forget what Trembor does, though. Okay, ally protection. Okay, it's not going to be too bad then. Yeah. Ninja shouldn't mess it up if he's slow enough, right? Also empowers Ninja. Yeah, I know. That's what everybody knows Noble for, is just empowering the Ninja. Did any of you guys do this? I guess if you got the Ramatu Soul, this would be a pretty good idea. Maybe this is an okay idea, picking up the Void Shard. Let's open up 10, see if we get anything. 52, got nothing. Yeah, so, no. Building slow and it should be good. Slower, but not like super slow. Just so he's not boosting passive, right? Probably fine. I guess the 300 energy is pretty good there. I think Fighty's really cool. I think Fighty has a very good kit in general. Let's check out his stuff real quick. His increased resistance plus perfect veil. A cooldown reduction. Really good stuff for Hydra. Actually could be using Chimera very good as well. And then his cool passive. He's a really good champion, I think. And then Preva. I've not used Preva, so I can't really say where she fits in best. If anybody here knows about her, he's used her, let me know. Single target res. Yeah, I'm not going to give a review on her right now because I've not used her. I could read through it, but if somebody here's actually used her, let Canarian Horizons know how good she is. Or not. Let her, how good or not. All right, so I was going to jump in here and do some faction war stuff. Let's just do this. I'm not for sure if all these champs are geared. Elva is not geared, but is this one geared? Which one is that? It's the fist one. The Oella is not built. She used to be. Alil is built. She's a little built. So here, Dythy's a monster. Both Dythy's I have. Emmett can be used. Let's just see how this plays out. Adam Quinn, Wolf Spirit, what's going on, guys? Guess you can wait till tomorrow to move your gear back after moving gear for seed. Yeah, because tomorrow will be free, right? It's 2 a.m. for you. Dang, dude, don't stay up. Don't stay up for me, man. That's late, or early, or definitely late. But no, the account takeovers typically are not free. Today, the account things that I do will be free. You can give it away. No, they're typically paid for. Yes, Clever Cole did claim his account. I want this to be as auto-friendly as possible. Just got home from a shift. All right. Appreciate you being here either way. I love Dythy. He's a monster, isn't he? A little with and without Cat's Gaze, a huge difference. Man, all right. I have to adjust this Sylvan Watchers if I want to make it go full auto, or as auto as I possibly can. Some block actives, maybe. Which reminds me, chat off on YouTube. Oh wait, it is, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not. Chat's up there with YouTube. That's a good question. There's no reason for Airbase not to be in the lead. It was just random placements. That's just where they were. Oh my gosh. The gears got to moved around a decent amount since I did this last. Let's go. I think Creoden's built. Nope, not that one. Yeah. We'll do this. Oh wait, I need to boost the aura, boost the stuff. I haven't had channel point redemptions for account takeovers. I don't stream enough to really give many channel points anyways, so I've not done that. Need to up that Dythy. I know, man. I know. And actually, it's the one champion who could carry this would actually be a Lil. He usually has Cat's Gaze, but he doesn't right now. So that's why he's just kind of falling. So Dythy does need to be brought up some. Ramatu's messing me up. Dang. He's embarrassing me, guys. You have to Twitch today? To Twitch today. Oh, yeah, true, because Twitch's delay is much shorter. So if you want to win an account and giveaway, you may want to visit Twitch, right? Need 6-star for Dythy. That'll make a huge difference for sure. A Lil with, if I put Cat's Gaze on him, I guess I can. I do have a Cat's Gaze that I can move over just to show you guys, so I'm not just saying it. He becomes crazy. Here or even the ball stage. The ball stage should do fine as well. Let's see. Let's see. Probably one-shot anybody here. Yeah, just completely destroys them. Granted, I did target the lowest HP champion possible there just because I was a little bit concerned, but he's good. It's hitting pretty hard. Definitely hitting pretty hard. I made you download Twitch. Oh no. Made you, why'd you download? Oh, on mobile. Okay, I'm like, wait, just use your browser. Made you download Twitch. Dang, they need to be paying me for that, don't they? Twitch affiliate link. This is my account, yes, citizen. Today's your birthday? You just now remember that? I'd say you're getting older. Congrats. Nice. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Just go. We'll just I'll just do this off stream. Nah, I'm just kidding. Drop it to a different stage. Yeah, it's like real-time conversation basically over here. Over here on the Twitch side. It's a world of difference. I've tried to drop YouTube's latency down. Even when I drop it down, it's still much, much slower. $33, you're getting old? I hope not. I'm right behind you, dude. Not too far behind you. See, 561,000 damage. It's crazy. 15 to 20 second delay on YouTube. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I said, I can't get YouTube to be as fast as Twitch with the delay. But Twitch has a problem with being horrible with the ads. To be honest, the best platform I think to watch on is probably Kick. It has no delay and, as far as I'm aware, no ads. But it's a much smaller platform, of course. Like, much fewer people are there. So I understand not wanting to use it. But YouTube, delay. Twitch, I have a hard time watching on Twitch a lot of times just because of the amount of ads they put out. The ads wouldn't be a problem if they were skippable. But they're not. They're not skippable. Yeah, not because of your internet. Twitch it, yeah, they really are. And you just can't skip them either. It's just, oh, sit here and watch this 3-minute ad in the middle of the content creator you're watching doing something cool. Might be the only time during the stream that I do something cool. And you have to watch an ad. With my video about Team NT coming out. Hopefully soon. There's been no confirmation, and we were told to not talk about the stuff, basically. Not to spread the information, more or less. So, unfortunately, I can't do anything. Oh, no, embargo's not ended yet. No, now it's out. Now it just now came out. Unless my clock is off. This is what we were waiting for. All right, so the embargo. Share my display. There we go. All right. This ad is probably more interesting anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. No ads if you subscribe. That's true, Mini Wheat. That is very true. You get no ads on Twitch if you sub. Why didn't I think about that one? Just sub on my channel. You get fast times and you get no ads. And you get to support me. That's a win-win all around, right? Let me see. All right. What was I gonna see? Okay, I'm showing the embargo information, but I'm making sure right now that it's actually the correct stuff. Okay, so here we go. It's times. Event info deck. Confidential note. Don't pay attention to that. That's not relevant. Zoom in some. All right. We have event dungeon. Mechanics plus the boss skill. The event dungeon will be available only during the time limited event. It features 30 stages, so we got another event dungeon, another pinpoint dungeon, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to take a guess that this is going to be Shredder. You can actually see it in the background there. I'm pretty sure it's Shredder. But we'll read his kit to see if it lines up with him. So the event dungeon will be available. It'll be starting on August 21st, which is tomorrow. So better be buying and saving up your energy packs. I didn't do it during Corrosive because I couldn't do stage 30 fast and consistent. So like, you know what? I spent tons and tons of energy in the previous event dungeon. I'm just going to chill this one. Dang, Kick is getting crazy with the bots. The heck? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so we will read through this kit after we finish looking at all this stuff that's to come. So the event dungeon is going to drop this. Wait, is that the case? Raiding the event dungeon will get you... Oh, okay. That's actually really cool. So I was thinking that the event dungeon was going to give you Pinpoint, but it's not. It's going to give you this, the Chronophage set. So this set, Immutable, is going to block a instance of increase cooldowns. So at 1 stack, 1 immutable, 6 piece, 2 immutable, 9 piece, we have 3 immutable. Yo, Wolf Spirit, thank you for those 100 bits, dude. I very much appreciate that. And thank you for that sub as well. I don't have the notifications put up on stream yet, so I'm glad I saw that. But thank you very much, dude. My feed is not catching that for some reason. The event dungeon. The new gear set introduces a brand new effect, Immutable buff. It will reduce the effectiveness of any attempt to increase a skill's cooldown on a champion. A champion can receive multiple stacks of the Immutable buff. Each immutable stack will reduce the effectiveness of any attempt to increase a skill's cooldown. For instance, if a skill specifies that it increases a skill's cooldown by 3 turns, a single immutable stack will reduce that to 2 turns. It's kind of janky. 2 stacks will reduce it to 1 turn, and 3 stacks will block the cooldown increasing effect entirely. What if it says fully increases all skills cooldown? A skill. That seems really weird. They need some more clarifications on this, because with this case, what was a champion like Warlord who reduces all skills cooldown? I guess it's just like 1 from each thing, possibly. Yeah, I guess it'll be like 1 from Fabian, 1 from the A2, 1 from the A3 with 1 stack. Okay, that's not too bad. That makes sense. The number of immutable stacks used will be removed. The immutable buff has no duration, and therefore, same thing as Pinpoint, cannot have its duration increased or decreased. The immutable buff also cannot be spread to allied champions. If an attempt to increase a skill's cooldown is made against a champion who's immune, this will not remove the stack, which is also useless in that case. However, if an attempt to increase a skill's cooldown is made and cannot be resisted, immutable stacks will be removed. But will it be resisted? No. But so far, we don't have any champion who does a lockout that can't be resisted, right? Maybe Lazarius, actually? Does Lazarius have a lockout in that second form that can't be resisted? Yeah, he does. So that is one champion who can do that. If a champion steals an immutable buff from an enemy, they will also steal as many immutable stacks as the initial champion had when the buff was stolen. Interesting. Now this, since it's going to be a 9-piece set, farmable from the event dungeon. Hopefully the event dungeon has better sets in general besides just these. But you're getting 10% HP, 40 resistance, and 3 pieces is going to be plus 5% speed. So this is just not as good as Pinpoint as far as the small set bonuses. I feel like this is even questionable just because of how many mythical champions there are now. What do you guys think? Rip Fabian? I mean, not really, because you're not going to put this on a damage dealer. You're going to need 4 pieces to make it work. Any champion who locks you out for more than 1 turn. I'd say this is kind of a garbage set, honestly. I feel like I wouldn't want to farm Pinpoint or farm the event dungeon at all for this. Only 9-piece worth it, yeah. And who would you put that on? Because it doesn't give much speed. What? This is actually a very weird set because you're building for resistance. The 2-piece. But if you're building for enough resistance, you're just going to resist the lockout anyways, right? So if you're building for resistance, you're going to resist the lockout to begin with. So now you have a set that has resistance, but you don't really need that because you're going to, well, maybe to resist a strip or something. I mean, I would just use a set for more resistance and just forget this nonsense. Just go Stone Skin Relentless or 6-piece Stone Skin and keep the resistance. Resistance-based nuker, but it has no nuke stats though, you know? I mean, that could be potential, yeah. I feel like this is kind of trash, actually. It'd be way better if it had speed here. Like 2-piece, like Pinpoint, if it had speed, that'd be nice. But it doesn't, so yeah. I think I would say pretty easy skip on the event dungeon unless the event dungeon also drops Pinpoint as well as some good sets. If it does that, this could still be worth farming. Finally, a live stream of raid I can relate to. I'm on day 12. You're getting a second 6-star. That is, we're pretty similar in progress for sure. Let's see, event relics. There'll be 8 new relics, 2 mythical, 2 legendary, 2 epic, and 2 rare. So let's see the 2 rare. We have Thunderous Circlet. Wearer has a 20% chance of placing a 15% continuous heal buff on themselves for 1 turn after losing 25% or more of their HP. This is cool for solo champions, except for the fact that it's pretty low chance. At like 4, it's going to be 15, 20, 40% chance. I guess it's not horrible, but it's really not. Wait, yeah, it's not the best, honestly. Jaws of Hatred. When attacked, Wearer has a 10% chance of increasing their defense by 10%. I don't like that too much either. Not even good stats there. Exar's Totem. Are any of these things Ninja Turtles related? Wearer's turn meter increases by 10% whenever an ally receives a control debuff. Occurs once per turn. Saint Xavier's Tribute. Wearer has a 15% chance. 50% on this at 4-star. 15, 20, 40. At 6-star, it's 50%. But you're not going to get there. I just did the 4-star math, level 4 math. Because you're not going to take this up to level 6. There's no reason to even say what that is, honestly. Wearer has a 15% chance of placing Veil on themselves for 1 turn at the end of their turn. The chance increased by 5% for each 15% HP lost. This could be pretty cool, honestly. You could throw this on Duchess for Hydra, and she'll be veiled as well, potentially, because she can't place it on herself. That could be kind of neat. I don't mind that one. Legendaries, we have Wearer has a 30% chance to activate a delay effect when receiving fatal damage. Let me see if I can't tell you guys what delay does. So, delay. The delay effect will prevent a champion from receiving fatal damage, instead delaying it to their next turn. A champion under the delay effect can still be killed by enemies on their turns. If a champion under the delay effect receives healing equal to the amount of damage delayed, they will not receive any damage on their next turn. That's actually pretty interesting. They will receive the amount of delayed damage remaining. If a champion does not receive any healing before their next turn, they'll receive all the fatal damage when the next turn starts. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like Aspect of Siroth, but no turn meter reduction. 3-turn cooldown, right? This is basically Aspect of Siroth. In this one, Wearer has a 30% chance of activating an instant turn effect on themselves after returning from Sheep. Mask is insane. Think so? Is it? What would you... Because with legendary relics, you gotta think, okay, this is PvP. Would you rather have this or Wand of Submission? Wand of Submission stops the sheep from ever even happening, potentially. And this just gives you an instant turn. I think I would rather have Wand 100%. Mask for Siphi. It's a huge nerf to your Monkey King. I can see it being useful. I'm just trying to think who I would rather use it on than a Wand of Submission. Bye-bye Armons. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So yeah, it's going to be 100% when it's fully leveled up. But most people, you're going to... Let me see what my highest level relic currently is. It's Siegfried. And that's only level 5. So like this is going to be the top for most people. And I would say I'd be surprised if you even get to level 4. I mean, it could be more useful for people who you're running polymorph on potentially. So then you can run it and not have to worry about being wanded as much. I think it's pretty good. Sun Wukong, second skill. Yeah, it gives a sheep, but I don't think that's really... I don't know. It could be cool. It's a good one to have. I just don't see it being used maybe that much. It's very specific to sheep only. I just feel like Wand of Submission will still be dominant. Now let's see what the mythical are. So we have, whenever an enemy's turn meter is increased, the wearer increases their own turn meter by 10% of the enemy's turn meter. Increase. Okay, so this is like supersonic on steroids. So if they have a 30% turn meter boost, actually no, is it? A 30% turn meter boost on them, that'd be a 3% turn meter boost on you? Which actually wouldn't be that huge, would it? How'd this work? This other one says, enemies cannot land critical hits on the wearer if the wearer's HP is below 15%. This could be very interesting. This would be very annoying on a nice, because he has crazy high HP in his second form. If you were to put this on him, this goes 15%, 20, 25, 30, 30%. Wait a second. This is 15%, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 on a champion like Rhodos. That could be kind of crazy too, wouldn't it? That'd be actually really crazy on Rhodos potentially, wouldn't this? But on Nice, that's good on any tanky champions, definitely. If they get timber, okay, so it boosts up to 15, 20, 30, 30%, 40%, 50%, all the way up to 50%. So if they did 10, I would get 5 at max level. Okay, 4 times 30, that's actually a good point, yes. It's a very good point, yep. So it's per enemy anyways. So even if it is, you know, 3% per champion, or say Siphi's turn meter boost, for example, that plus supersonic, you're definitely cutting in, right? So it is a good relic. Turn meter 10%, so even if you're doing 1% each, it's pretty low at the beginning. As it gets higher, it'll be better and better. Siphi may not be a great example anyways, but it's for any turn meter boost stuff. UDK about to be immortal? Maybe. Both of these would be good though. I think both of these will be useful as well. I'm interested in seeing where this one gets used. This one I think could be cool with certain champions. The RNG factor is going to be the thing that you have to decide on, though. Do you want to risk this, or would you rather just have Aspect of Sephiroth that you know is going to work? Yeah, it's true. On Islin? Oh my. Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, because Islin, I guess the biggest way to kill him is just to one-shot him, right? And that's still how this would work. So you really want champions who can either prevent their death or can stay above 50% HP. Or like can get back above it and then like Rotos, for example. You still prefer Perch for Rotos? Yeah, I think Death Dealer and Aspect of Searoth are top tier for Rotos. Now, I was going to look at something up here. Okay, the boss stuff. Let's see what the boss has. So the boss attacks one enemy 3 times. The second and third hits of this skill will ignore 5 and 10% of the target's defense, respectively. The second and third hits of this skill will deal 10 and 20% more crit damage, respectively. Respectively to what? His A2 is an AoE attack. This will be the champion who's released as well, right? AoE, each critical hit destroys the enemy's defense by 5% up to 30%. Each crit also increases this champion's max HP by 5%. Okay, so he's scaling. Each hit has a chance of placing Leech. This debuff cannot be resisted if the champion is under Veil or Perfect Veil. So an AoE double hit. AoE, before attacking, steals all buffs from a single target enemy. Cannot be resisted if this champion is under Veil or Perfect Veil. Fills this champion's turn meter by 15% for each buff stolen. Will ignore 15% of each enemy's defense as well as shield and block damage. If this champion is under Perfect Veil or Veil, will ignore 30% of each enemy's defense instead. Passive. Decreases all incoming damage by 30%. This damage is split equally among all allies except this champion. Increases this champion's damage dealt by 15% for each dead ally. This is the boss, isn't it? Yeah. Active is whenever this champion loses 20% or more of their max HP in one attack, has a 100% chance to evade the next attack. When this guaranteed evade activates, places a perfect veil on this champion for 2 turns, and it's a 50% chance of placing a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. The True Fear cannot be resisted. All right, so for a champion, it seems pretty cool. I guess he's going to be HP. Yeah, he's HP based, so an HP scaling nuker void. He's going to probably be in like a champion chase or champion soulstone tournament anyway, so it'll probably be difficult to get him. Same thing with Queen of Hearts and all that kind of stuff. This doesn't seem to be a super... It's not anything like Corrosa where it's swapping forms, but ultimately this really comes down to what champions are alongside him and how good are they going to be. That's some of the most difficult parts of these bosses are the champions alongside them. Shmael and Marius? Yeah, maybe. They're cool. It's pretty good stuff. I'm definitely not super excited about the gear set. The relics are pretty sweet. The boss seems manageable. Yeah, pretty cool. That's the leak, but not really a leak. Doesn't seem too bad though. Corrosa was just ridiculous. Corrosa was just a little bit insane, honestly. That's all. Yeah, that's all we have. That's everything. There's nothing else to talk about. Unfortunately, the shelled creature announcements, we don't even know about those yet. All right, now back to Chimera, which I was gonna start earlier. Let's go. This is my team. Lydia. Free gear removal tomorrow. Can't wait. We'll use my last free gear removal token there. Airbase is already built. Titus should be built. Wixwell should be built. Androck should be built. Now, this team is basically full auto. Someone undeserving one. Oh, I mean, it wasn't me. Yeah, true. Is there anything in Supreme Club? They get some nice promotion, like some promo codes every now and then. They get some cool stuff there for sure. But I'm not in the Supreme Club, so I can't say. Every now and then when I log into somebody's account, though, I can see what's going on in the Supreme Club. When I get into somebody who's in the Supreme Club's account, I get some insider information there. I don't know if I have Airbeus presets set to swap forms, or if they're just set to keep her in that. I forget. It ultimately doesn't really matter that much which form she's in, I don't think. She should, yeah, she does that. Cool. Clever Cold. So my name Clever Cold is the person who won. I had them send me a screenshot of their account they're currently playing on just to see like if it was relatively close. And they actually were active players, and their account was about 2 years old. They said they played on and off for 2 years, and it looked like it as well. So how many times a day can we collect? 1 time. So you do your clan boss. You can collect as many as you want. You can do all the difficulties, but you only get 1 time to collect it. If your clan beats the clan boss, it'll be 2 chests. If it does not beat the clan boss, it'll just be 1 chest. Gonna try to get a decent amount of trials done here, hopefully. I mean, not that many. I can only get like 8 to 10, I think it is. I forget how many it was. It was 10 plus, I forget. But if Lydia can get lucky and actually land her A1s, it'll be good. Land her True Fears, that is. So we got Nature's Bounty on her, so she should be able to do that. Team's so OP, looks like I'm cheating. I am cheating. Resisted. Should not be the case. Oh, we don't have this daggone increase accuracy up because Androck fills the buff bars all the way up. Like greedy champion. True Fear. There we go. Oh no. And I forgot. Gonna reflect the debuff back to me. What's Lydia's accuracy sitting at? 408. She needs to be more like 450. Can't do that. It's unfortunate because I really need this to be. Oh, I actually got a decent amount of dust here. We're facing me, and you're facing me in Chimera. Nice, dude. We got some pretty crazy Chimera scores, don't we? Was increased accuracy up on Lydia? It was a second buff on a bar? Okay, cool. Well, I don't know. It was just resisted by RNG then. It does drop off sometimes. But usually when all of our other buffs drop off, it'll drop off. It's not bad to give her some more because she does need some more anyways. The world records from your clan? They thought the world records from my clan. What clan are you in? 133? Okay. Okay. We have some people who may be going for the world record as well. Legend Devil. Sweet. The world record was in my clan. It's going to be going back and forth for a little while, won't it? That's awesome, though. Congrats to him. That's cool stuff. You get 6-star Odin sold today. What blessing would I recommend? 6-star Odin. I don't use him enough to say for sure. I think Intimidating Presence could be a good one depending on where you're using him. Polymorph potentially. Lightning Cage potentially. Are the most common blessings for him. If anybody here has a 6-star Odin that you use a lot, what blessing do you have on him? Intimidating Presence, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Especially if you have limited 6-star souls. I think Intimidating Presence is a really good way to go. We're coming for that record. Yeah, John Kelly's here. Yeah, the soon-to-be world record holder. It's awesome, dude. Your clan's in there at the bottom? Hey, it's okay. Alright. I want this to be good damage, but I don't really care about it being perfectly min-max because we are in a pretty good spot with Chimera. You have Titus but can't build a Titus team. Have Trina but can't build a Trina team. Have Fina but can't build a Fina team. Because you don't use your resources. You just save them. How do you have Trenda and Fina but don't have a Fina team? Do you have other high elf champions? You got a Duchess or anything like that? Probably not. You've only managed 570 million damage. You want to somehow double it? Do you have Senna? You can double it without Senna. I think it's probably like the peak, right? Senna lets you get crazy high numbers. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Only Arbiter and free champ Lego. Oh, dang. Well, that feels bad. You could have sold your Fina to Drock. I know he was going for her for a while. We got the Roman 2 6-star soul. You want to use him in Siege with Commodus? Tired of... yeah, no bombs allowed. That would be cool. I didn't get the 6-star soul for Ramen 2 though. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. 69,000 gems though. That's a lot of gems. I'm not really 100% convinced you do use your resources. 69,000 gems is free to play. Where do you even get these gems from? Do you enter content creator gem giveaways all the time and just get really lucky? I feel like gems just come so slow in the game. Or kind of necessary for Curse City. I know what my issue is here. I'm not paying attention and I'm not switching forms with Arabeus. Let's just do this. Let's go. I thought I had it set to auto swap. I could. Try to pay attention and do it this time. You're running Lamasu, Wixwell, Oella, Lydia, and Titus team. That's awesome. For this team, you don't really need any resistance on Titus. He doesn't have anything, I don't think. Because Androck gives him such crazy high, insane resistance anyways. Titus is fine where he's at. Let me see where he's at. I'll tell you just a second. I want to say he basically has nothing. Other than just what I get from random pieces. Your count level 40, hopefully you'll get to at least 60. What about no Androck? With increased resistance, you went 375. Like, you're going to have to run increased resistance, basically. Because if not, its stats are just so difficult to hit. Let's see. Yeah. So, 375. I got this video right here. This was a full auto Titus team. Let's see if I can share this. I shared it in one of my videos, but this gives the stat information you need. I'll send it to all the chats in case you guys want it. Maybe, except for YouTube. I didn't send it to YouTube chat. So, okay, there it goes. But that shows the stats you need for accuracy, resistance, assuming you have the 50% boost. And there's no Androck. It's Krisk, Lydia, Wixwell, Oella, and Titus. Is there a Titus team with no Wixwell? Not for Chimera that I know of. Just because Baragni's not very good at extending shields in Chimera. He can do it in Hydra, but not very good in Chimera. Have you seen a team with no Wixwell? Pin gun? Brogni can, but I'm curious. I've not seen a team do good with Brogni and Titus. I've not tried it myself. Yeah, it's pretty crazy stat requirements for sure. Like, you need area bonuses finished. I've tried building it on in-game, or not in-game, but like pretty late game accounts. This team for players, and I have to end up just telling them I can't build it until you get. And you also kind of have to work in some protection sets. If you don't have protection sets on a good chunk of these champions, the thing gets even more risky. I'm using A2 from Titus. Oh, on the Ram form? Is that what you're talking about? From the sheet? Because on the Ram form, if Lydia doesn't land the true fear, he just crushes his own shield. Oh, because you had the 1 star. What you can do with that, if you purchase the blessings, you can just get the blessings and don't assign them anywhere, which is pretty cool. I heard that from somebody. That was a pretty good idea. Got a little fear. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's go through one more round of skills, basically. True Fear, there we go, baby. Let's get a turn meter boost. We'll skip. Ah, dang it. I was really hoping to squeeze in Titus there. True Fear, there we go. Very nice, very nice. Titus, you're not going to be able to get it, buddy? You better be able to. Please, please take a turn. Oh, no. He's just a little bit too slow, apparently. Because he's just right behind in turn orders. Let's see him put some decreased speed on this boss. True Fear again. Boost. Titus, more. Is this turn meter boost skill? No, it's not. Ugh. Takes 1 hit. There we go. This is the time, right? This is the time right here. Yeah, this will last all 65 turns for sure. Here we go. This should be able to do that trial. Yeah. Finish that one, no problem. Switches forms, easy. Into a decreased speed on that form. And then we'll finish the other lion forms when we come back to it next time. Sorry, ram forms. We can finish this one pretty easily once Lydia is not messed up so bad. This will be pretty easy. So the other ones should be doable. I'm not really getting any mythical materials here anyways. It's not a huge deal. How many trials? This does 10 plus. I think the highest is 13 it can do. Obviously, it's a bit better if I get them done sooner. But like, some of these are going to be kind of difficult. We're getting Greco-Roman champions. I think it's pretty cool. My Titus with no blessing doesn't hit for doesn't hit for crazy high damage, I don't think. 16 mil or so. He does hit higher on Helm Smasher procs. Yeah, dude, 21 mythical fragments is really good. Maybe next week I can build a team like that to get some more, because I mean, you do 2 mythical keys, you have John Kelly, people like that in your clan just carrying the damage, and then you just take advantage and just take all the mythical materials, right? I could do that. I'll show you Titus build in just a minute. How do the trials reset? Is it every time the Chimera resets? What do you mean? Nah, the speed on Titus is like 230. I'll try to get his build in just a minute. I really want to get that done as soon as possible, so then I can get around and mine's definitely faster than 210 for sure. He's relatively fast. I want to get this done so that I can have the shield one start to work. Well, actually, I can do this one. Place 10 debuffs on the Chimera while within 2 of its turns. I just gotta be careful to not start dropping all my buffs off. So we'll do this one more turn. I could always wait till this next go around of his turns, because I'm not gonna be able to do this one anyways. I just want to start dropping shield from Lydia specifically, because if she drops her shield, it's bad news. Plus, I really need the shield up for this trial, because later in the run, the stuff starts to kind of fall off anyways. So we'll switch back. Okay. Wixwell does his, or Titus does his thing. Boom, 20 million, more or less. Counterattacks and ally attacks. This one's a tricky one to do. because I just really relying on Wixwell's damage, and he doesn't do that much damage. It's kind of it's difficult to get him to do a ton. 24 mil there. This one kind of want to wait for it to clear. He's built to do some good damage as well. It's just not enough. Okay, so 20 turns. A1. We'll switch. Ooh. No, I don't really want to switch just yet, actually. Gotta get his buffs up a little bit higher. They're all kind of close on turns. I could run this full auto. It does work full auto. I did last week, actually. In case you're wondering, if you want to build a team similar to this, it does work fine full auto. It obviously doesn't get as many trials, but it does get a good chunk of them done. Okay, so take Arbeus and swap her now. Increase speed's not great to have up. I wish she did the block buffs already, but not a huge deal, I guess. I can't get back around and just strip that. And she is built fast. Like, I tried to make her faster than everyone else on the team because I don't care if she drops her buffs. I just need her to get cycled through her turns and back around to that Form 1 as quickly as possible, basically. She's going to sit in that. He might be about to drop his shield, unfortunately. I'll send you a link to... Here's a... here are all the takeovers. All the services right here. If you're interested in takeover, there's the list of services. Okay, the hang of ranking champions in taverns, that's not an issue. Sweet. Got a little bit of buff extension there. All right. Okay, I want to save Lydia's A3 for Viper form. Oh, okay, cool. If you're interested, shoot me a message. Your mod, we'll figure something out. I really just want Androck to keep his buffs up until we get all the way around. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. It's fine. 15 mil. Oh, we got some stuff stolen. That's not great. Oh, it stole from Titus. Oh no! Don't steal from him. He's the only champion I don't want you to steal from. This is the downside of this team, guys. In case you're wondering ever. Let me see Airbay. So if you want to see the stats of the champs real quick. 221. I thought he was faster than that. He should be faster than that. But he's actually pretty close to the other person who was talking about it. Airbase is 335. I wish he was faster than this. Let's see if I can make her even faster. It's just a lot of stats to keep up with. Don't need resistance though. So I could just go pure speed. Just 22 speed there. Oh, but I lose crit rate. Can't do that. Gotta keep that crit up. Yeah, so it's gonna be very difficult to do this stuff. Make her a lot faster, that is. Can make her 7, but nah, because I do want her to have 100% crit rate for Androck and turn meter boosting. Though, to be fair, if I just have her going back and forth in the forms and no turn meter boost there, it'd probably be okay, because she doesn't really hit that much at all, actually. I could throw this on her and be fine. Now she's 357 speed. Because her stuff falls off all the time. I don't really care about her. She will have the little bit of buffs from Androck, but Androck boosts everybody's resistance based on all the buffs placed, right? Anyway, so it's not just champions under buffs. Yeah, so she can have no buffs and it'll be fine. So it should be good. All right, cool. Message effect isn't it? What do you mean? Mythical spoilers? What are you talking about? Yeah, might as well increase Titus' speed a little bit. I just don't know if I can is the issue. With him and Merciless plus Zeal, my speeds are a little bit tight with him, honestly. Well, not tight. I just... Let me see if I can even do that. Because I got a quad roll banner on him. I think these are just some of my better pieces that I have. Could I? Let's see. Because I got to cap his defense. Let's see if I give him 250. Titus definitely does hit hard. The only two mythicals besides the free ones are Commodus and Gallius, which honestly I would trade for PvE champs. Commodus, yeah, I can understand that. They're both really good champs, but I can definitely see what you're saying there. I probably should have switched forms there. Not a huge deal. She still needs to place. Back around turns, no problem. Got the stun. Oh no. Come on, Lydia. Let's go ahead and get the True Fear up there. Come on. What's going on here, Lydia? She has a 60% chance, I think, of placing that, but it just doesn't ever seem to place. The True Fear, that is. There we go. There's True Fear. Nice. Now can Arbaeus swap form? She can't. See, Androck's just like right there. Oh no, I was tricked. Let's see. I'm trying to have the optimizer boost my Titus's speed a little bit. This maybe could boost some speed from there. Let's see. Not really. 3 extra speed. Yeah. That could definitely get some more speed, right? $15, but I lose 27% crit damage and I gain a lot of HP. It's a lot of crit damage to lose. Yeah, I think I just have to leave him where he's at. This one maybe? Let's see. Let's see about this shield. $13 speed, 16 speed. Let's see. 16 speed and lose 18, 13. Not too bad. These are both pretty good actually. We could even glyph this. There we go. Try this. 240. Give his weapon a blessing. Huh? She not use her A2 yet, did she? She did. Well, under a shield, that is. Yeah, no, I know. His A1 doesn't crit while under a shield, though, does it? I don't have him with any crit rate to begin with, but his A1 I don't think crits when under a shield. So if you wanted that for Androck, you would need that. But for his A2, no crit rate. If somebody was asking, oh, okay, sorry. Somebody else was asking that question. Never mind. I see. Thank you for answering it. Oh, extension for extra defense. Let's see if I can throw that on there real quick. I do have some dust saved up. I rework them one time. I don't want to do any more than that. Cool. Oh, actually, I got to be very careful with his defense because his tune was pretty close to Wixwell. Wait, I thought he was. Yeah, so actually, I can't use any more defense. They're very close to each other. Wixwell needs to have more defense than Titus. I may have messed it up there to begin with. I got to be very careful. Did the whole event and you only got 3 dust? Dang. It's terrible. One shield from gear, another from abilities. Protected probably can't. What's that? Oh yeah, you can't have 2 protected sets because the other protected would be bolster. And you can't grow bolster. You can't extend it, I mean. I don't need more resistance on Titus. Androck here makes the resistance irrelevant. He keeps so much resistance on everybody. He's increasing everybody's resistance by 10 for each buff on everybody. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400 just from that, not even including his increased resistance. So Androck alone just covers all the resistance. But typically, yes, I would have needed more resistance. He's insane. Almost all you're getting needs to be dust. You need to reroll them all. Dang. Wait, why does Wix need more defense than Titus? So that he's the one targeted on the lion form, because the lion form is going to ignore the shield anyways, and my Titus doesn't have very much HP. So if Titus is targeted on lion, then Titus will just die. So I got to make sure that Wixwell has more defense, so he's the one being targeted. Dang. What's going on, Biohack? How you doing, dude? True Fear. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. 458,000 damage. Not that much, but our shield still needs to grow some. That's okay. Get like a few more of those growths and we'll be fine. Perfectly fine. Get her back in that first form. Decrease speeds up for a little bit longer, not much. There we go, bada bing, bada boom. So let Lydia do True Fear. There we go, perfect. Hit it, boom, no damage gets reflected. And now we just wait for some brimstones to proc. Get this to be close to finished. $350. There we go. We need one more brimstone proc, ideally. we go. Another brimstone, baby. And then we need a few more debuffs placed while under increased accuracy, right? But she's not under increased accuracy anymore, is she? Oh my goodness. How did she even lose that? I hate when that happens. Who else can I use to place these debuffs? I know Androck can. Ugh. It's annoying. Oh no, she still has the fear. Never mind. She's still under that stuff anyway. So I can't do anything anyways with her. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the increased resistance. Manualing is the opposite of fun. I don't have to manual this. I can run it in full auto. I just want to get a few more trials. I want to show everybody that the trials can be close. I want to get as close to 13 trials as I can. More so just a personal challenge. Call it. We still have 6 turns of buffs on Titus. So I could slow him. I could speed him up even more. And it'd still be fine. His optimizer's taking forever to bring back the stuff. Tell player to delay these events, please. You need to run tons of minnow. Hey, you can run it fast now because you got 2x Minotaur. I ran the master race for 2 champions, and it took not much time at all, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I'll send him a message. I'll let him know. Oh, great. More Plarium. Bad leaks. Wow, you really into reading file names? Is that all of them? Nice. I mean, that's something pretty... That's pretty easy, isn't it? Like, you shouldn't name a file TMNT event unless you want it to be leaked. Right? Maybe it's their big brain play to actually leak stuff. Maybe they wanted to tell us all along. Drop some good gear with relics. So there we go. That's why I needed to focus on Wixwell, because Titus does not have enough. Titus is just not in the spot to survive those hits. I delayed that A2 because I need her to place that, so that I can finish that trial. Not dumb, just motivated enough to learn. Yes, Raven. The dude yesterday who won did claim it. Surprisingly, I know. But he did. Let me keep this on full auto. Yo, Lydia, where's your shield at? That's actually a massive issue there, Lydia. Like, extremely big problem. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's of course full. I'm gonna let some of these things fall off. She literally needs the shield, because if she doesn't have the shield, I will die on the ram form. I can let it go down one more time. Let's go. Doesn't really matter what I do here, I don't think. Let's just go A1 so I can extend once I get his shield placed. Good, 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 good. Oh, did I just recap that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did. Oh, man, oh, man. That's so dumb. Awesome, Wolf. Sounds good, dude. A2 increase speed. Yeah, I can still let this fall off. I think I can manage to let some of these drop off. Got 2 turns on her stuff. I just need to let these continuous heals drop off. 1, 2, and we're fine. Androck gets a little bit crazy with his stuff. I have to extend it to keep the shields and things up on Wixwell and Titus. I need to fall off of Lydia, because she needs that shield specifically. So we'll just manual around a little bit. Could have swapped her forms, probably should have. Okay. So we got the continuous heal about to fall off, right? One more turn. Okay, this is fine, this is fine. We're good, we're good. Go and swap. Okay. Decrease defense and weaken. The heck? Oh. Androck's boosting people. Chill out, Androck. Don't do that. Now, Wixwell needs to... Shield, please. Yeah, we got the shield. Beautiful. I just gotta grow it pretty fast. That's not going to last very long at all, is it? Oh, no. Androck dropped his shield as well. Oh, no. It's okay. I'm probably not going to reset this run. I'll just leave it as it is. Wixwell's about to drop his shield also. Dang, everybody's lost their shield now. Why is Lydia losing her shield to begin with? Is 311? Make her a little bit slower. Somewhere I could have upgraded this all the way, but it's not today. 311, 300s. Okay, now we're good. Now this is all. We're fine. We're fine. Tried so many different combos for this team. You got Baragni, Yumiko, etc. The best was Titus, Wixwell, Wello, Lydia, Mikage. I've built that team for a few people, actually. There's a good team. All right. 300 should be enough. Well, the thing is that it definitely is enough. I want to make it to turn 65, and if Lydia has no shield, she will die to ram form. I could revive on death on her, but she's gonna die again. I gotta make sure the revive on death stays up. Basically, if I did that. This will be fine. This will work all the way, no problem. Boom. All right. Going into the ram form now. Let's see what happens here. Lydia survives because she has all of her big shields on. She's the same speed as the other boosters now, which is perfect. All the mythicals. All of the mythicals, dude. Not all of them. Not actually not all of them. Missing a ton of them. She just spams so much. Or we just have so many continuous heals going up on the team in general. 1 million. Gives me a good chunk of the way there, basically. We just need more A1s. Yeah. I mean, I don't think if... Do you have the champions to build a team like this? Because this can be full auto. And it's a really, really, really easy team to just watch run. I'm just making some small tweaks to mine. But when I do my nightmare key, I'll just let my nightmare key run by itself. I won't manual any of it. I don't care as much about the trials there. I do want the trials here. But it still does good damage on nightmare. No problem. Let's see... And here I'm just manualing this part just so I can do this when it has True Fear up. Just to squeeze a little bit more damage out. Got Brimstone, very nice. There we go. Another, we had True Fear there for a second. We do 8 million damage to break the dual bar. It's quite a bit. No Lion or Aberius, no Lydia either. Okay, but you do need Lydia. You also would definitely need to have Faction Wars done because the gear requirements here are super, super high, honestly. But you don't need to have Androck. You can use Oella instead. She works out great. You don't need Arbaeus either. Oella fills in Androck's spot and somewhat of Arbaeus's, but Arbaeus and Androck give you more trials. But she does the increased resistance. She does the decreased speed. She brings a lot of really good stuff. Make electric bill money from completing quests in game. Are you a undercover affiliate marketer now? Is that what you turned into? Is that what you are now? No, LOL. I mean, that message seems pretty suspicious. Kind of like, since I've been watching your stream, you haven't really grown. You want to buy 2,000 followers? That's what we were getting earlier in the kick stream. Are you tired of streaming to 0 viewers? Well, here, click this link and stream to more. More 100% totally legit people ready to watch your content. Companies pay people to play these games? Yeah, no. Which app are you using? As Predacore. There's a lot of them, right? There is several. There's one that I've been getting like, not messages, but Stream Elements is partnered with like called like Grab Tap or something, kind of weird like that. But it's one where you get points and you can redeem those points for cash or whatever. Because I mean, you know why they do that, of course, because they're getting. You spend $10 in the game, they get like 30, and they just refund you your $10 basically in their points. So they're making plenty of money from that. Swag bucks, okay, cool. Yeah, swag bucks, I've heard of that. And then I think it's Grab Tap or something. Forget the name of it. It's on Stream Elements now. There's a lot of them. How long have you been using swag bucks? I'm falling right into the trap. I know, dude. Falling into the trap. Let's see. I want to get this switch over to increase speed, but I'm too busy talking about swag bucks. Ah. Gonna make me reset this run too. That's not swag. Let's see. I gotta get this trial done before I go into the next stage, or else I'm really in a bad spot. I've not finished it yet. No, I've not. Okay, so we gotta get it back around again. Can I do it? I think I can. Give me a reset or two on Titus, please. Okay, I gotta get really lucky here, basically. Come on now. One more turn, please, please, please. Oh, no. There's no way I don't actually finish this, right? There's no way. Never been done before. There we go. Okay. We're in an okay spot now. Now we go back here. We pop up with the A2. Extend some buff durations. And we're all right. Continuing on down the road. Faction wars require summonings, a lot of that actually, and changes to get specific faction champs. I mean, over time, I think faction wars normal definitely gets relatively easy. With enough time playing, you'll have the champions. It doesn't really, on normal mode, require super specific champions like hard mode does. It is annoying early on, especially if you think that you should be further along than you actually should be. Just take time, though. It's okay. Back to raid, you can get 10 shards in 45 days. 10 shards? What kind of 10 shards are you going to get? Actually, rejoined last year as your account got deleted for inactivity. Okay. Do the Arbiter stuff right now, and that'll get you your shards. Did you play raid before swag bucks, or did swag bucks get you into raid? Oh, no Fia. I'm sorry earlier about your message. You put the effect on it and it didn't pop up on screen or whatever. Not for sure what happened there. Why it did that stuff. I don't know. I need to get the alerts set up for Twitch correctly. Right now they're not working right. Soloing Brutal and Nightmare is going to be a 9 Circles of Hell. First time ever playing raid. So they gotcha. They gotcha, dude. They got you locked in now for good. All right. We got to make sure Lydia doesn't use it A3. This is not peak damage here. Way too distracted for it to be peak damage. Too swagged out. Please don't strip Androck. Or whatever his name is, Titus. You could strip Androck. I don't care about him. Boom. 27 million damage. Crazy. And now we do the old switcheroo here. Put the old HP burn, and then Lydia throws up the block buffs. Please don't get resisted. And then we just wait for some more damage to sink in, basically. Looking solid. We don't have... We do have that stuff, don't we? Brimstone. Boom. Okay. Good, good, good. Ah, missing a little bit of stuff there. What are we missing? HP burn, I guess. Dang. Rip. Buff extension time. Okay, nine trials now. We could not do that one, I don't think. This one, block debuffs. Literally cannot do that either. So we're done there. So I got the 9 trials done. I think I can do 10. 11 for sure. I don't think I can do that one. 12, definitely. 13. Potentially 14. There's a high potential. There's a high amount of potential trials this team can do. Yeah, 18.2 multiplier. Your multiplier increases with your trials, and you want to get these done as soon as possible because the multiplier, as it increases with your trials, it will only... So like right now I have 18.2 multiplier. It's not multiplying my entire score. It's multiplying every point that I get past this point by 18.2. If I finish... Basically, you get the most clash points by finishing all the trials as early as possible. If you finish this one at the very end, it doesn't really contribute to your multiplier at all. Very, very limited. Challenge running your first time play. Let's see. Campaign of Eat a While, late game. Those stages are easy with 2. Yep. You bought the raid card and the level 37 Sacred Shard pack. So are they profiting off of you, or are you profiting off of them? Oh yeah, the trials make Chimera stronger, yeah. Whenever you get to certain things, yep. Gym pack is $10. You only forget twice a year. I don't know what platform you have to play it on, but there's a way you can get cash back on your purchases in Raid as well. Let me link you guys to Tyraku YouTube. If you guys haven't used Aptoid before, it does give me some stuff as well if you use it. But if you are making purchases, use this. There's information in this video and what code to use, and I have some more codes from other content creators in my Discord channel. But if you follow those steps, you'll get cash back whenever you make purchases inside a raid. I've been using it for, I think, past 3-4 months or so. It's for, I have it posted in Discord as well, but it's 10 to 25% cash back on your purchases. You may be able to stack that with swag bucks. Yeah, cash back. So, and now it's not cash back like you can spend on anything. It's cash back in app coins, which you can only spend in raid. But if you had a, say, $100 monthly budget, for example, now you'd have to spend 10 to 25% less to still cover that budget, or you could spend 10 to 25% more because of the cash back you get. Or you can save it up month to month, but it's definitely something worth doing. If you spend at all on raid. If you don't spend, then don't start spending, of course. But it's easy if you use BlueStacks on PC. You can download it. You can download Aptoid. You can, which is a separate marketplace. You have to go to aptoy.com to download it. And then you can download Raid from their marketplace. It's in the Raid Discord as well, so it's legit. But I was using it for a while. And I would make my purchases for a month or so, and then the next month I could get the Forge Pass essentially for free to me. Yeah, I'd already purchased other things, but the Forge Pass, the Daily Gym Pack, all these things I get for free. Wish you could sell your gems to Plarium. That'd be pretty cool. You can make some, sell the gems to Plarium at the same price they sell them to you, right? Or even a small discount, and you'd be making some good money, right? But oddly enough, all the resources in this game are made up anyways, right? So when we get them, they have no value. But when Plarium has them, it has all the value they want them to have. That's how much it has. Getting 6 rank 6 heroes is like $50. Other shards like 100 total. I don't know what you said there. Need a big fear. Big fear. Leveling a count of 50 is like $20. If you like the game, that's good. But leveling to 50 in Raid takes a little bit of time, right? Like, it's not a very fast process. So you definitely have to be somewhat enjoying the game. Because $20 is definitely not worth it. Well, maybe it is. I mean, if you're enjoying the game, it's worth it for sure, right? Boom, 5 mil. I actually be able to finish this one. Can I actually finish that trial? That'd be really cool. I don't think I've ever finished that trial before. Let's see. Yeah, I should be able to right here. Boom. Trial done. I can't get the the debuff trial done though, because Lydia's. Could I? I don't really need the shields up anymore, do I? No, I don't need Androck's shield anymore. Does he have some debuffs to place over there? Let's see what you got, Mr. Androck. Decrease resistance. Oh, we got a weak hit. Gotta love it. Oh, she has her stuff. How do I keep missing this daggone increased accuracy buff? I'm like blind to that one buff. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm literally blind to that one buff. So blind that I switched Androck. Literally increased accuracy is right there. The third time I've missed that thing. Oh, this is actually really bad potentially. I gotta get back into that first form ASAP, or else everything's gonna be stripped when I go back into the other form. Oh no, no. This is bad. This got really bad really quick. Because Androck's passive is what I'm relying on here. Oh no, please don't strip me. It's gonna strip me. It stripped me. Don't switch Androck. All right, that's fine. We're leaving it where it's at. That's so stupid. So stupid. It's okay though. We're doing really good in Hydra Clash. I did get a pretty good score, 368 million. I could have picked up a few more trials, but man, that was I can't. It has me tilted too much now. That was. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my goodness. I'll just let Nightmare run full auto though. What's my elbow cut off? There we go. All right, guys. Now I'll let this run full auto and I'll watch chat. Let me go ahead real quickly though and take this. Should I have Airbeus switching back and forth all the time? No, I don't think so. I feel like Clash rewards need to be better. It does. They're not that good. The rewards from Chimera in general are not that good until you're able to get a bunch of the mythical materials each week. And currently we have mythical materials behind what? This. This, not too hard to get this done. This, that's a little bit difficult, but not with Ninja and stuff. So Ninja Team, you could get this. Really, all you have to do is these two, this one. If you can do that one, that'd be perfect. And then you're getting the cap of mythical each week. That's what you're going for. That's like the number one thing for Chimera you should work towards. Yeah, 9 billion Clash points for some rare gemstones. Why? If I was a whale, I'll bow Shard just to skip grinding Minotaur, but you're not. Gems by gems? Okay, yeah. No. He's talking about a different affiliate. Aptoid, I do have a code through Aptoid. So when you spend and you use my code and you get 5% back, extra 5% back on your purchase, then I also get 5% back on your purchase as well. So the affiliate code through Aptoid does help me. Oh, we got some more embargo information tomorrow. Let me make sure I'm not going to leak stuff when I open this up right now. Oh, I think I know what's... I got some secret hits. Haha. But I can't share them, guys. I've been tricked. This is not a secret. Oh, I do have the secrets. These are good secrets. These are cool secrets. Did you see the name of it? Yeah, I did. That's pretty awesome. So you like reading descriptions, eh? Oh, these are cool secrets, guys. You're definitely going to want to tune in tomorrow's stream. Maybe stream or watch my video, something like that. I know everything now. Sick. Such cool. I'm just kidding. Let's wear some sunglasses right now. Let me go get my sunglasses on real quick. All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, to be honest, yeah, never. I can't be honest about anything. All right. Enough looking at that right now. We'll look at it later on. Said no, never understood his calculator. What's that? What calculator? Whose calculator? You see the name? Okay. You know Deadwood Jedi? Okay. Deadwood Jedi's calculator? You should create another account to store 100 USD and link it instead of your main account. I use PayPal through it. So I don't know how good the card security is necessarily. But whenever I make purchases, what I do is if you are a spender, I think the best way to go about it, unless there's a better way, I don't know about it, is I have PayPal. So the payment processors go through PayPal anyways. But then in PayPal specifically, I have the PayPal credit card that gives you, I think, 2 or 3% back on purchases you make with the card online. So I get cashback, actual cashback on PayPal. And then on Aptoid, get extra cashback in Raid. So a $100 purchase, for example, all of a sudden becomes, I forget if it's 2 or 3%, becomes $2 or $3 from PayPal. And then it becomes, you know, from Aptoid, like $12 back. So essentially $100 out, and then anywhere between $15 and $20 back somewhere. PayPal. Car's better because of cashback, but your CC is totaled. Yep. A 2% on all purchases. No, 3% made through PayPal. Okay, yeah. So I do get 3% back on that card through PayPal, which is cool. Yes, that's the formula. Plus, which the CC's link will only be able to be used 10 times. So if you link it to a content creator, it's not actually linked to a content creator necessarily. But like, for example, my code, if you purchase 10 packs, it could be 10 daily Ancient Shard packs for $1. It'll max out my code and you have to go to somebody else's code. So you want to be careful that if you were to make more than 10 purchases per month, which you're kind of whaling at that point, right? If you were to make more than 10, try to make it on purchases, either one, have multiple codes lined up, or make it on purchases that are more expensive. But you just want to make sure you're covered the entire month or whatever. Or, because that's when they restart, is at the end of each month, I believe. Yeah, I used City double cashback card. I have the City double cashback as well, but the PayPal one I think is it's better. It's definitely better if you're making purchases with PayPal, because it gives you 3% back instead of City's 2%. Yeah, I don't really know how any of these things do cash back, honestly. Like with Aptoid, it gives people cash back, and you can get up to 25% if you spend a lot of money. How are they doing that? I don't understand. I guess Raid has a really good relationship with them because they're making some money off this somewhere. Cards, I know cards have a fee and they can just cover the cash back with that, but also cards make a lot of money from people not paying their bills on time and the interest. So I guess when you're charging 20+% interest, you can offer 2% cash back on the purchases, right? Because your bet is that, hey, most of these people are not going to pay it off. They're going to be hit with the interest. And yeah, that's how they cover that cash back. Someone's paying for it. It's definitely not going to be them. They charge businesses a lot. Quite simple. Yeah, they charge payment processing. They charge for just payment processing like 3% typically at minimum. That's just like if I send a PayPal invoice to somebody, they pay me for a service. It's like 3% just right off the top, plus like 30 cents, I think. And then different places charge more or less. So it's just a bunch of extra fees they charge, and they can offer a small cashback percentage. Throwing shots at you? I'm not throwing shots at you. Bunch of businesses stay cash only, yeah, and not just to avoid taxes. Yep, that, or I'll see oftentimes like there's a 5% charge for using a card. So it's basically just like, yeah, just cash only, or you're going to pay 5% more than what you originally expected to pay. The Unstoppable, the blue gem, dang. Yeah, it's fair. Discount for cash, yeah. Instead of us simply being able to purchase packs. Oh, yeah. Well, you got to think about it. On Apple, Apple takes a cut before Plarium gets it. I don't know if Google does, but I'm like 90% sure that Apple takes a pretty decent sized cut. Where a lot of times games, I know it happened in, I'm fairly sure it happened in King Arthur, but a lot of games will have their own platform where they discount the packs. I'm not sure why Plarium doesn't discount it on Plarium Play versus like iOS or whatever, but they don't. Maybe that's where Aptoid can offer the better deals from. I don't know. But maybe Plarium's like, hey, we're losing 20% per purchase on Apple, so we're just going to charge normal price on our platform and make that back. Make the promo 2.5 USD, and I might get 1 or 2 from time to time. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, if they made them at 2.5, then it'd be reasonable. And they're not reasonable. Yeah. Apple gets a lot of money from games on their store, which is why a big reason why Fortnite left, right? Fortnite was on the Apple Store for a while, but then was doing some stuff with the purchases. I forget what, and I think they ended up just leaving because we're getting kicked out. Forget. Google Pay has a yearly Google Pay Plus subscription for like $30 a year. It's a great deal if you're grinding these games for fun or money. Yeah, I could see that. Do you have a PC? If you got a PC, you could probably just use BlueStacks or whatever other emulator you want to use. Clarion works the Tributo mines 18 hours a day for primal shards, so you don't want to pay $5 per shard? Oh man. Oh, and one. Okay, so Fortnite's back on the App Store, aren't they? You're worried about mess up tracking? Fair enough. You don't want it messing up your tracking, that's for sure. We're going to finish this out, and then I think I'll have time to jump into somebody's, to one person's account probably. Let's be real, chat and streamer. Only shards that matter is void and sacred. For your offer, maybe, but for most players, primal shards would be the most valuable. They're the most expensive, but primal is completely different. Like if you were to come back to the game and say you had a crazy budget, if you wanted to come back and whale in the game and say you were gonna drop $20,000, a lot of money, I would say get primals and voids. Don't get ancients and sacreds necessarily. Like primals would be great, voids would be great, energy and soul stones would be great as well. But with that much money, I'm definitely not saying get sacreds and ancients, because mythical is just, I'm sure you guys have gone against a player who is like level 50 or 60 or 30 or, you know, somewhere around there, and they have a bunch of mythical champions and they just destroy you in some arena content because they have just crazy mythical champions. You could be a level 100, but they just pulled really good mythicals. And they probably haven't spent as much as what you may think they spent. You ready for even points versus legendary summon chances? You already pulled 4 void legendaries now? Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But the thing is that more, if they lowered the shard prices, I think more mid spenders would make purchases more often, but the Krakens and the big spenders are going to make purchases just to make their account compete. They could make a lot of the packs more expensive, and they're going to lose some sales, but they're going to get pretty similar sales from the people who are really, like, you know, the pandas in the game. These just massive Krakens. They're still going to get tons of sales from them. And getting one player to spend 10,000 plus in a weekend compared to 100 players or even 1,000 players who don't spend very much at all. I think I know which one they're going to go for, right? Go 5th in live arena. Yeah, exactly. They should raise prices. Yeah, you ain't buying. Yeah, they should, right? For you. If you're free to play, higher prices is better. I don't like the expensive prices, but I actually think that more expensive things probably make the game more free to play friendly, because if things were cheaper, more mid spenders are going to buy them more frequently and be able to have their accounts in an even bigger gap. Not that the gap between free to play and mid spenders is not already big, but it'd be even bigger. Imagine if it was 10 sacreds for $10. You're strictly free to play. Well, now all of a sudden I just got 10 sacreds for $10. I got multiple legendary champions. So games like, I know Dragonair has really cheap prices compared to what it did before. That's awesome. Unless you're a strictly free to play player. But wow, I got a lot of relics there. A lot of materials. Most of my clan does not do Nightmare because they do double keys here. Super smart. The best way to go for sure. 15 trials with this team. But I may start running some trial teams in the future. Have another one's backup or something. But I really need a lot of Starstone because doing content creation, I do have to switch this stuff around quite a bit. It's building up slowly, especially after the Crown of Corruption nerf. I was able to swap it over and get a little bit more from it, so that's kind of cool. Only one hoping player should lose money. I'd say a small percentage of the top spenders contribute to a very large percentage of the overall raid spend. I mean, you have an account like this one, which this guy, when he came into the game, this of course is the account that I was gifted from player 129, and he spent well over, I believe, I don't know the exact number. I know for sure over 300,000. My original guess was 700, so we'll just say 500,000 in like 4 months, I think. Well, maybe it was it's like 90 days, 3 or 4 to 5 months. I forget how long he was playing. Maybe 160 days. I don't even know. I forget at this point. But it was a very short period of time. They said, nerf that. Get it balanced. Crown of Corruption was pretty OP, to be fair. But it's still strong. Kind of wish it had the negative side taken away, though. But this guy has spent so much. And that covers like 10,000 mid spenders. Or 100,000 mid spenders. He better have at least He-Man there. There's no He-Man. He wasn't playing during He-Man. Didn't want to buy He-Man. There's no He-Man. There's no Archer. There's no... I think it's Rathlos. Yeah, there's Rathlos. Why nobody gift you an account like this? Hey, I was surprised when he messaged me. But all right, so I'm gonna jump into one person's account to do a little bit of a review, takeover, or whatever you need help with. If you want some help in something, to do this, what we'll do, I need to do some gear ascension stuff. This is for Sand Devil and Shogun, right? Who's up for one of the hardest AoE hitters? Are you saying He-Man is? You got He-Man? Tempting. I might have to switch. After all that money spent, they meet someone free to play in Live Arena and get totally destroyed by that free to play. Priceless. Yeah, it definitely happens tons. I've been beaten on this account against free to play players. For sure. He-Man? He-Man's good, but there's definitely way better champions than him. Like, there's no need for He-Man here. If mid spinners are 10 USD a month, that's 100K for 10,000. They have 4+ million players allegedly. It's probably better to get a constant revenue stream. I mean, yes, it does. It does. Logically, it sounds like, okay, 100 players playing consistently, spending $100 a month. What would this be? It's better than one person spending $10,000 a month, or actually even more than that. But I don't necessarily know if that's the case, because Raid makes a lot of money, and they've made a lot of money. And I think that's the one thing they're good at, is making a lot of money. You're not worried about much. You'll win when Ty gives away this account next month. You got it, dude. This account next month, giveaway. No, I didn't check that. Not for here. I shouldn't have. They're not mythicals? Default everything. All right, so sorry guys, I keep getting distracted on how we're gonna do this account review thing. So to do this, let's see. Raid does make a lot, but they don't make as much as others with more reasonable pricing models like Genshin or any similar gacha. One thing that should be factored is there would be a bigger player base if this game wasn't so anti-free to play. Genshin does have a much larger audience than Raid. Like, if you look at the Google Trends for Genshin versus Raid, it just dwarfs Raid. Like, Genshin versus Raid is like Raid versus King Arthur, I believe. So very different amount of players. But yeah, I mean, you guys may be right. I used to think the same thing. Just do a raffle. 1,000 entries, $1,000 each. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. If you want an account review, have something in mind that you want me to actually do in it. I'll do about 30 minutes or so in the account. We'll do one giveaway. We'll see. Maybe longer, maybe less. We'll see. What we're gonna do is just press 1 in chat and enter it, and then I'll screenshot it and tell AI to pick somebody from that list. That's how we'll do it. Because I gotta get off here and do my clan siege battles today. I will have a video for this one though, but we what do we got in this stronghold? Oh, we have 2 teams left. Cat Marax. It's a very tanky team. Probably protection set Necrit, I guess. Game Leap community is here too. Oh yeah, Roblox. Did you get to play Godforge at all? I did play a little bit Roblox. Did you play it much? Let me see. Light shot. All right, here we go. We're gonna screenshot this. So when am I getting your account roasted? Maybe today. Looking at chat log, I can see active participants. Let me pick a random winner for you, and it's making a whole spreadsheet. No, don't make a formula to pick a winner. Just pick somebody. Congratulations to AWCT. That's literally nobody's name here. Whose name is AWCT? What? It says the selection was completely random in your Roadblock raid chat. I just had Roadblock at the very top. Pick again. The heck? So weird. It says, okay, it has a bunch of people's names. AWCT is right under Z Trust. Oh, it's X-Ace is who it's saying. Okay, X-Ace, you win. That's who it's saying it was. Yeah. I don't know how it's so dumb. AI, guys, don't worry. It's not taking anything anytime soon. No, you didn't screw up my giveaway. You're good. I just screenshot it with your name at the very top, and it just labeled it Roadblock Raid Chat. You did play it in Wave 2. What do you think about it? You claim this one siege. Just 6 more to go before you get Lamasu. Nice, dude. All right, Ace. Shoot me a message on Discord with your login details so I can give your account. Give your account a makeover. All right, just check it out. Just shoot me a message on Discord. AI bugged. It is. That was Claude. It's Claude AI, and it's usually pretty decent, except for when it comes to looking at images from a picture or looking at text from a picture. Oh, you messaged me before. You messaged me. Wait, 416. A few months ago, I got into your account for something. You paid for the subscription. I did pay for the subscription for Claude for the year. I think it wrote your name down, SSKB. So, unfortunately, it's not really. I guess it was just trying to dodge your name or something. I don't know what's happening. It's rough to really rate it too harshly since it's an alpha, but you like the art style? Yeah, I agree. Kind of how I felt about it too. Like, how different is it gonna be on the actual release? And of course, it's limited content, only being able to play the tower thing. But it was cool. All right, shoot me your login information, Ace. Maybe I still have it. Okay, I need your 2FA. IT job, or just because you found it useful? Just because I was trying to play around with it. There was one point I was wanting to learn how to make a mobile game that was I was wanting to make it, but I wanted to see how far AI could help me with making it. and I ended up kind of just stopping. That's why I purchased it. I was having to do some coding in Unity and working on different things. But I wanted to make a game kind of like Monster Rancher for PlayStation, but for mobile with scanning barcodes. Basically, you scan barcodes, get a monster from it. There are some games kind of like that already. But I didn't really like the game that was out there like that already. I don't know how to actually make it. So whether I ever do or not, who knows? But it was more so just like a fun little thing I wanted to learn about and wanted to do, and I've wanted to do for a long time, but it took too much time to actually continue it. But I was trying to have Claude help me with setting up a barcode scanner in Unity and give me some ideas and brainstorming things back and forth. And maybe I get around to it someday. Who knows? I've never made games before. No, I've not done anything code related. I know nothing about coding. Well, very, 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 very little about coding. All right. What are we doing here? But no, I had the game, some of the mechanics I think down pretty good with the whole monster stuff, because one of the games on mobile, there's an AI generated monster barcode scanner game. That's kind of cool, but I didn't really like the way it was structured, and AI gets expensive, so the monsters you're limited with how much you can scan per day. I didn't necessarily want to limit it, but I want to mix stuff up. So I had some things where there were different categories, basically like affinities in a way. This is a lot of stuff. It was just kind of cool. I thought it was, but it never got very far. I didn't get very far with it. I found Claude to be far too verbose when asking questions. Yeah, you can just tell it to keep it concise, and it helps out a lot. Hydrotitis team tried to follow my video, and it fell through on your end. Okay, let's see. You already got it going. This is the perfect thing to do for a takeover. If you've already built a team, and I can just tweak it, that's perfect for like these kind of on-stream reviews. So this team right here, you're definitely gonna need resistance on Titus. That's good, you have it. Wixwell is good in the team, 251. You would need Titus to not be the highest crit damage. He is the highest crit damage, I do believe, yes. So Lady Mikage would be the best to get higher than Titus for sure. So she's the first target of the Devour. I would definitely get rid of Lamasu unless you're going to manual it. Let's see. Mad Hatter, Krisk would both be really good. You have Lydia. You really want 3 buff extenders at least. Imic's not bad. Mad Hatter is definitely one of the best in slots here. Decrease attack's really good. Python is good if your game is light. Is it? Let's see. Okay. When I was the little bit I was doing, I wasn't into actually designing the game yet. I was just trying to get the barcode scanner portion to actually work and be accurate. But the barcode scanner I found for Unity was very slow, to be honest. I use a barcode scanner for my app that I have, my alarm app in the morning, and it scans super quick. Like you flash a barcode in front of it and it hits it, no problem. But this one I was having from the Unity store was going really slow. So I needed to find a way to get a barcode scanner into the game and then start building the game more. Like I had some characters and stuff, but really didn't go too far with it until I had a good barcode scanner. I didn't have a very good barcode scanner. So not worried about it. Not going to push it anymore just yet. Unity and Unreal Engine, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, Wixwell and Lee, definitely. Or you could do some accuracy if you need some more accuracy. Where is the Wixwell boy? Where's this old man at? There he is. And then Titus. All right, so we'll go number 1. Every time you think about getting back into game design, you just don't have the energy. You worked on games before college. That's cool. I imagine it takes a lot of time. I imagine it's probably easier nowadays with AI being able to help, especially if you know what it's doing. But yeah, I can definitely tell it takes a long time. Oh, it automates memory management, which is okay on a small scale. Kernel not else, okay. Do we have Immic or Krisk here? I think decreased speed would be nice. And you really need to build this shield up as much as I can. You need a shield set on somebody. Krisk is actually really good here. If you were to do something like this. Okay, he's actually got a good build already. Nice. This is perfect. So Hatter's not necessarily needed. I mean, he does do quite a bit good there. Mikage. Coding plus artwork to forever. Yeah, the artwork I had purchased from the Unity store, because I just wanted to have some art to at least just put into the game to just try it like something from there and not worry about trying to learn that all myself. Oh, okay. Okay, you did have Mikage in the highest crit damage. Another set. Oh, but it's not saved. Let's see. I don't see it. So with this, you definitely need somebody in shield set. Put Lydia in a shield set, no problem. Oh, Titus is not built very good. I definitely would want him to be in Merciless. I mean, I guess you're not awful. You just don't have no defense ignore. Decent blessing, so you're gonna do some damage. This wouldn't be the end of the world. It's not the best damage dealing setup for sure. But let's see. Oh, it's all good. I'm trying to think. We have a provoke champion. We have all the stuff we need here. It's really just, you could even put Mikage. Could you make her the highest crit damage and in shield set? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Did he have full crit rate? He does have full crit rate. He doesn't need that. So what I would do here is your Wixwell looks really good. I like that a lot. Your Krisk looks good. Your Hatter is not really good for this necessarily, so he could be put into a shield set. Your Mikage could be just boosted to highest crit damage. Your Lydia could be left as is. That would be fine. Who do you use over here? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Hatter's already in a shield set. Sweet. So get that set up well. Very nice. Very nice. And then Mikage, what was... Let's see if I can get Titus adjusted and build a little bit. It's not your current Chimera team. Let's see what... Okay, what Chimera team are you using? This one. Cool. Well, let's see if we were to do this and just a little quick swap of your Mikage's gear. Not optimizing anybody's builds or anything yet. We need some 6-star pieces here. $258. What is Titus even at? Oh dang, 320. 320 crit damage. That's a lot of crit damage there, dang. Big crit damage. If we get a crit damage set going, that'd be pretty sweet. No crit damage set. What about a necklace? Like one of these or something. Oh, just got a 4-star hole from like an hour ago? Okay. Try this. Oh wait, that's a necklace already on her, dang. Okay, we'll use this for right now. Because tomorrow you're literally gonna get this all the time. You could swap this to something else, but maybe you like that on her. I don't know. I'm not gonna swap that. Dang. Public shaming session? I don't know about that. Do whatever I want. I want to get him there without... I want to get her there without making things too weird. I think we can. We definitely can. Like this. This is fine. 334... Because your builds are all pretty much good. You can, of course, go back and tweak this and optimize it further and get your Titus in better gear. 338, 352. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's YOLO one quick battle. No, let's not do that. But, yeah, let's not do that. I wanted to do it, but we're not going to do it. All right, let's see. So, okay. Obvious issue here. We have no answer for the head of Torment, so we need to get maybe a Chimera, maybe a Duchess, possibly. Something like that in this team will probably be a big help. Well, I mean, only people going to have it happen is a few, so it may not even really need that. The only champs who are going to have issues with the head of Torment could be Krisk. As long as Mikage doesn't target him, we'll be okay. She literally targeted the wrong head because of the affinity advantage. Hatter better have synergy with Alice or I'm sending a nice letter to raid. The only synergy I think Hatter has with Alice is that he works good being used and she works good in the vault. No, I'm just kidding. She's not bad. She's not a bad champion, but they have no synergy. Actually, none of the Alice in Wonderland champions have synergy necessarily, I don't think. Like, special uses together. Yeah, I agree. Player room should do a lot of stuff to make the game just easier. I mean, you look at Hellheady's website plus Farbsoft's tool plus all these different things they could take inspiration from. There's a lot of stuff the player room could do to make things better. Krisk's shield being placed so early. It's switched in priority from Wixwell. I think we overwrote the shield or something. Which ultimately, it really only matters if Wixwell has a shield anyways. Protection sets would be great in this team, in these teams. A Cat's Gaze would be great on Titus as well. So not being able to get the heads down, not being able to get the damage scaling higher faster is a little bit of an issue. No Merciless is definitely going to make things not perform as well. Let me see if I can get some Merciless in here. Because Merciless on Titus makes him be able to, well, of course, reset his skills and actually use that A2 more often. Right now, he's not using it very much. Not nearly as much as he should. So you really had to get perfect RNG for this to go all the way around and do really well. It's weird how Raid outsources a lot of its community to third parties. So content creator Discord, agent optimizer, yeah. I mean, Raid is very much a community-driven game, which is not necessarily a bad thing, to be honest, because if Raid did everything, maybe the community wouldn't be as close as it is. So having a strong community behind the game, I think is definitely a good thing. But yeah, they do a lot. They have a lot of it just taken care of by other people, right? Like you're saying. It is kind of strange. Titus. I mean, 200 with... If you ran increased accuracy, you wouldn't need as much resistance. Or sorry, increased resistance, you wouldn't need as much. So an Oella could be really good in this team. They don't outsource. They don't give it. Oh, that's why SCC made that. That's true. Yeah, they're not outsourcing in the sense like they're paying any of them. Hell, Hades definitely makes money from all of his stuff. Farbsoft, I'm not for sure how much if he does, because his is all free. Prioritizes the provoke over a head without Serpent's Will is kind of crazy. About to do your max damage Hydra in 40 turns. Counting on the Packmaster and the Doggo to get me out of misery. That's awesome, dude. They're really, really good. The dog is a monster. Wait, Farbsoft, are you sure? I don't think Farbsoft works for Raid in any way. I know he's in communications with them. Like, gets his stuff confirmed. But maybe he does. I'm not, test server access? Oh, that's not it because I have that. But cool of me if he does. It's awesome. You get a Mikage open with the switch and turn back with it off. I do for Chimera on full auto. It helps with accuracy requirements. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. A very good idea. I like that. Let's hope he doesn't nuke himself. Okay. We need a little bit bigger hits here. I'm trying to use the optimizer to get some a new Titus build going, but it's going very slow for some reason. Different look / affinity. It's different look, but the affinities change, so the looks aren't based on the affinity. But they do each look differently, which is good because they each do very, very different things. If they all look the same, that would be a nightmare. Hydra would be unplayable if they all look the same and you had to click the skills to know which one was which. What's going on, Kazar? How you doing? We got a build in Merciless that reduces my damage by 33%. You guys hear that? Literally marriage. Can't be used for food. If you get one, you have to keep the mythical forever. Can they not be used for food? I mean, you would not want to do that, and you do want to keep it forever, so yeah. I'm doing great. Doing great. One's plenty. I think 2 dogs is better than 2 Shyeks. But still, one's plenty. Nice, dude. That's awesome. I didn't end up pushing for the Ramen 2 Soul. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't really feel like having a big all-out war for this right now. It would have been nice. Yeah, Merciless Gear's not strong. So the issues that I'm seeing here is, one, getting Merciless on your account would be getting Merciless on Titus would be huge. Getting him into a damage dealing set would be very good. Getting him, you don't need 100% crit rate, so you can drop the crit rate requirements all the way down to 0. Doesn't need anything whatsoever. Getting possibly Oella in here to lower your resistance requirements could be really good. Getting some protection sets on these champions could be very helpful. He's scaled up now to 13 million, but it's a little bit late at this point. You really want him doing 13 million much earlier than that. But not cycling through his skills is really, really negative, honestly. Merciless gives him more uses of it at A2 ability. Yeah, unfortunately, no proper hex on him. Does feel bad. So that's what I would do. I would probably get Oella in this team. Maybe even in place of Mikage, it would lower your accuracy requirements a decent amount. Possibly. I mean, Mad Hatter is going to boost the damage. Get some heals. Oella does some nice stuff. I mean, either way, I would definitely prioritize getting Titus into Merciless gear. Oella is going to go into Chimera if you want to build a Titus team for Chimera as well. You do have a team for that. You realize your logic will apply to all rank 6s, so rank 6 wisely. No, you can feed rank 6. You can feed rank 6 champs. Not going to do it, obviously, but you can definitely feed them. I've fed plenty of rank 6 champs. You just upgrade level. You don't upgrade rank, you just upgrade level. Tried to build Blood Shield Titus team, but failed miserably. Yeah. Wixwill just makes it a lot easier. All right. So there we go, guys. I'm Ace. If you had anything else I could look at real quickly, let me know. Maybe that gives you a little bit of idea of things that could be improved for your team. It's just the damage on Titus not being high enough. You had everything set up correctly. I think just the damage holding him back. The damage and speed, basically. And then it's just, what can you do to fix that? Free up some gear requirements in other places, basically. Chimera? So, yeah, for Chimera, you could do a Titus team for sure. If you wanted to run Titus, you could just go this. And then Oella. I saw Oella lurking through here. This would work. It's not going to do Nightmare, though. That could work. If you're using this team, which is far better, this is great. Against Force Affinity, he's going to do a little bit less damage, though. Lamasu is good. She's going to bring decreased speed, but she already has decreased speed. Embrace brings burns, decreased defense. You have weaken from... Should she do weaken? No. This is a good team. Lamasu's good because she helps lower requirements in general for accuracy and resistance. You could, of course, always consider another damage dealer, but you're probably doing some decent trials with this team anyways. This would be difficult to build. I probably wouldn't even try to build this, honestly. Without higher star souls, this would be very, very challenging. With this team, though, what's it doing for you for damage in trials? It should be doing pretty decent, honestly, most of the time. Oh, wait, you also have Yumiko plus Lamasu. You should do infinite reset team if you wanted to do that. Do 12-ish trials, Toshiro. How much damage do you get? You didn't do your keys this week. No decreased attack can maybe be affecting you. A lot of support if they're built. Actually, no, you have decreased attack from her A1, of course. Can be Cobb or Haraku getting level 60. When you get to the end game, level 60s are very, very, very different to come by. I could make like 20 level 60s right now or more. I could make... I'll show you the amount of rank 5 chickens I have and stuff in a little bit. But yeah, you're doing good. You're making good progress. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Force being active, you're going to do less. Something I would probably she's actually doing a lot on your team. I mean, it's not bad. You could try to fit a Newt in here somewhere, but the issue is that you're replacing one of these, Herbaeus or Lamasu. They both bring a lot to your team. I guess Lamasu's probably resetting Mikage sometimes, but man, it's not a bad team. 12-ish trials, if they're the ones that are good, it's awesome. The ones for like mythical materials, especially. But yeah, on Force Affinity weeks, it's going to be rough though. But ultimately, for Hydra, one thing we kind of make some progress in: try to get Titus into Merciless. Try to pad the stats in some other ways. You should be fine. Well, the biggest thing, I guess, with your second damage dealer stuff here is if you're gonna. So Arbaeus is bringing the HP burns, which gives you this trial unlocked. It comes down to looking at, okay, if we don't do this trial, which you can't, you can do that trial. Yeah, you can. If we drop this trial, then now what? Well, now we can't do that trial, but we can do some more damage. So you could do another damage dealer. Newt would be good. I would probably go for, actually, if you did Newt with accuracy, he may be easier to replace than Lammasu. Or maybe easier to replace than Arbaeus. Because her second form, she'll be placing a decreased speed anyways. HP burn. No block buffs though, so block buffs is really good. It would be one of these two champs for sure, because you need the reviver. I think Arbaeus would probably be fine. You could probably drop Arbaeus. Depending on how she's built. I don't know. Oh, you have Marius. Cool. I didn't even see him. Let's see. Okay. You get 9-piece Slayer. Be amazing. Be really good. I would use Marius over Newt then. For sure. Let me see. Send me a screenshot. Nice, dude. Is it Yumiko? Is that Senna there? Yeah, Senna. Senna, Androck, Yumiko, Hatter, Wixwell, and Titus. Titus just get eaten. That feels bad, dude. That's really good. Really good damage. 2.3 billion damage in 23 minutes. Very nice. Not even a high star soul on Titus either. Good job, dude. It's cool. Yeah, Ace. That's probably about all I can say. I think your stuff's pretty decent spot, honestly. I feel like I can't really do a ton for you. Just small tweaks there. Chimera, it's more so one of those things you can just adjust and try out. You can look at what the optimizer says for your best options in Chimera are, and it just depends. Do you want to push more damage or push more trials? Trials are better if you can get to mythical materials for sure. And on these weeks where it's Force Affinity involved, Toshiro is going to take a hit in damage, a pretty big one. The most trial team for you shows to be Marius, Necmo, Ferric, and Lydia Duchess. So. But your Marius look pretty good though. Titus, remember, you don't need 100% crit rate though. Get way less HP. Cut the crit rate down. Because his attack, it scales with HP involved, which is kind of weird. So just, not that this ability. It scales with HP too, but it's not good. Don't want HP. But, all right, I'm going to hop back into my account. It's very short there. Fairly short, I'd say. What are people running Toshiro in? I think typically Merciless. Oh man, check this out. Let's see 5-star champions only. So these, not the legendaries. This is all food champions. These are all my 5-star champions who can be taken up and used for food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 rows. 13 times 15. Almost actually 200 plus. It's ready to be taken up for food. So as you get later, it's gonna be much, much, much faster. Yeah, first form Toshiro's a monster. They're in the ram form, you probably have to switch though, or else you'll just nuke yourself, right? Mikage sends him in so much, he just die. He will just die. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here and go do some Clan Siege videos and content for that, and I'll have some videos uploaded for YouTube tomorrow. I should be back here streaming tomorrow about the same time, so I'd love for you guys to be back here as well. Appreciate y'all hanging out very much. Hopefully y'all had a good time. I'll try to do some more takeovers and stuff tomorrow. Probably try to do some giveaways, but I'll probably have a takeover or two to do just for my regular takeovers. I think we have a Hydra build possibly, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned tomorrow for some pretty big news drops. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me see what time it'll be. Tomorrow at 21 hours from now, so 9 a.m. around there, somewhere around there. All right guys, take it easy. Later y'all.